You are truly worthy to be praised. We thank you for another opportunity together in this place to give back to you the only thing that we have to give, that is our feeble praise. We pray now, God, that you would do what you do, that is in the Spirit of God. Let it breathe on us, so that preaching may happen. For we know that without you, no preaching will happen. Move in this place, God, and let me preach. Amen. Good morning. Happy Father's Day. It's good to be alive.
Amen.
And among the land of the living.
Yes.
Our God is so good and so wonderful. Let us look now at a passage of scripture from the gospel recorded by Luke chapter number 3, verses 1 through 6. Luke chapter 3, verses 1 through 6. In the 15th year of the rule of the Emperor Tiberius, when Pontius Pilate was governor over Judea and Herod was ruler over Galilee, his brother Philip was ruler over Itumas, and Tychonius and Lysanias was ruler over Abilene. During the high priest was Ananias and Caiaphas. God's word came to John of Zechariah in the wilderness. John went throughout the region of the Jordan River, calling for people to be baptized to show that they were changing their hearts and lives and wanted God to forgive their sins. This is just as it was written in the scroll from the words of Isaiah the prophet. A voice crying in the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord, make his path straight. Every valley will be filled, and every mountain and hill will be leveled. The crooked will be made straight, and the rough places will be made smooth. All humanity will see God's salvation. Then John said to the crowd who came to be baptized by him, you children of snakes, be warned. You too escape from the anger of the judgment that is coming. This morning I want to tag this text. When things are not the way they're supposed to be. I want to start out by saying Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers, and godfathers. I want to thank you for what it is that you do in the life of children, because as fathers do make a difference in the life of children. Friday was Juneteenth, the celebration of the emancipation of the slaves in the United States. And June 17th was the anniversary of the Emanuel 9. Those 9 martyrs whose lives were taken at the hands of white supremacists in the basement of Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina. And as a result of that incident, the world received a personal lesson on forgiveness instead of the attendant effect of having a race war. But here we are again, faced with racism and police brutality. The murders of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and Rayshon Brooks. On the heels of these horrific events, the talking heads, the prognosticators, the celebrities, and the specialists have tried to label what's happening in the streets of America. They have come up with all sorts of explanations in their attempt to define the actions that's going on with so many. While some of the explanations are good, We really need to go back to basic math to get a full and complete explanation of what's going on.
Yeah.
Back to elementary school, if you will, where we learned about fractions. Now, what you had to know in order to master fractions was how to reduce the number that you were working with to its lowest common denominator.
Yeah.
And when I look at what's happening in the streets of America, the common denominator is things are not the way they are supposed to be.
Yes.
That's what the folks who have risked their lives and taken to the streets in the middle of a pandemic are saying. Things are just not the way they're supposed to be.
Yes.
Mass killings almost every week.
Yes.
It's not supposed to be that way. The constant effort by Congress to repeal the Affordable Care Act, a bill designed to help the poorest and the most vulnerable among us, is not supposed to be that way.
Yes.
Police sworn to protect and serve regularly committing manslaughter and murder in public view with the cameras rolling.
Yes.
It's not supposed to be that way. A Republican presidential rally being held in the shadow of the worst massacre of black people in the history of this country is not supposed to be this way.
Yes.
COVID-19 spiking and people of color getting sick and dying at a higher rate than any other ethnic group. It's not supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
Heroin, fentanyl, oxycodone, and crack ravaging our communities and taking our children's lives.
Yes.
It's not supposed to be that way.
Yes.
And since it's not supposed to be that way, I want to attempt to shine a theological light on what's going on. Well, after all, that is my job as a preacher of the gospel.
Yes.
To shine a theological light on the human condition. Jesus tells his disciples in Matthew chapter 5, verse 14, you are the light of the world. Neither do a man light a lamp and put it under a basket. Instead, he puts it on top of the lampstand, and it shines for all in the house to see. That's why it was such a disgrace for black preachers to go to the White House and meet with 45 and come out talking about it was a good meeting.
Right.
Especially in light of the fact that nothing changed and people of color are still being shot down in the street just for being black.
Yes.
It's not supposed to be this way. Now, I know the text that I read in your hearing, Luke chapter number 3, verses 1 through 6, is an Advent text. I did go to school and I stuck my head in a couple of classes a few times. So I know that this text is normally preached during Advent. But sometimes, in order to shine a light on a human condition, you have to preach an in-season message from an out-of-season text.
Okay.
So is it all right if I take this out-of-season text and try to shine a light on a human condition that's happening in this season of our life?
Yes.
Well, I thank you for your permission. In this text, John the Baptist is saying, things are not supposed to be this way. The very first thing that John does is list 7 names. And the 7 names are the names of the persons who are in power. The persons who had the authority to actually affect change. Now the first person's name are the government officials. Then he lists 2 other names, Ananias and Caiaphas, the high priest of the church. So what we have in this text are the professional politicians and the professional preachers standing by watching, having the power and the authority to change things, but instead they're doing nothing. That sounds familiar to me. 45 and his administration and those preachers he invited to the White House after it was a good meeting, came out and did nothing that affected change in the lives of people of color.
Right.
Because people of color are still unemployed and still undereducated and still overworked and underpaid and still being shot down by the police. And I come to tell you this morning that it's not supposed to be that way. Then there's a shift in the text. The text shifts from the professional politicians and the professional preachers, and we go to John in the wilderness. And John says, this is not the way God intended things to be. But John goes a step further. He goes past describing and complaining what was happening and what was wrong to giving strategy on how to fix it. Because there's a difference between protest and policy. Oh, I said something like that. First John protests, then he proposes a policy to change what's happening around. You see, protest shines a light on what's going on, while policy changes what's going on. It's not enough for you to just define what's going on. You got to put things in place that change what's going on. Because if you're not a part of the solution, you're definitely a part of the problem. Amen. So this in this text, John offers us a solution. He offers us a course of action or something, the thing that we should do when things are not the way they are supposed to be. John says when things are not the way they're supposed to be, use the voice that God gave. Amen. Notice now.